We are 1 week out from the Great American Bash, and we had one interesting episode of NXT.
What up, Box?
Guys, our NXT review and reaction. Let's get right into the video. And the show started off with the number one contenders tag team triple threat. You had Dakota Kai and the NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez taking on Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, the former champions, and taking on Shirai, Io Shirai, and Zoey Stark, who's a new tag team they put together just recently. And we got a hell of a match to start off the show. Really, really good stuff between all three teams. But in the end, Zoey Stark, Io Shirai get the win here.
Moon over moonsault. Cover. We had new number one contenders.
Now, interesting. Could this be also leading to maybe Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez eventually breaking up and then them having a feud against each other? I think that's really the only way to go about it, because if you didn't have Kai and Gonzalez win this and get the number one contendership for Great American Bash to take on those the wave for those tag team titles, what else do you do with the NXT Championship right now? So, new tag team in Zoey Stark and Io Shirai. They're number one contenders. They'll take on the weight at Great American Bash. But a tremendous way to start off the show.
Yeah, great way to start off the show. Great match. Just showing the depth in the women's tag division on NXT. It's so good, especially how they built over the last month or so. It's just gotten better and better. This Stark Shirai team kind of put together kind of last minute, but it's working. Again, their title shot. Do I think they're going to win the belt? No, I don't think they're going to beat the wave, but they should have a great match, and they should have a great showing and make the women's tag and put more spotlight on the women's tag division. So I dig it. Great way to start off the show. Loved it. NXT, man, everything they do is fire. Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, they're doing really, really good stuff. And then we got more of this going forward, where we have Johnny Gargano attacking Karrion Kross on his way to when Karrion Kross is on his way to the ring. Remember last week, Karrion Kross attacked Johnny Gargano. So in this one, Gargano gets the upper hand on Kross. Kross comes out, cuts a promo, short, sweet, smart move for Kross to cut a promo the way he did. I thought it was a good promo by him, short and sweet. Calls out Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano obviously plays like the chicken shit heel, and he has Theory attack from behind. They start beating him down, but Kross is fending them off. Here comes security when he's gonna looks like he's gonna kill Johnny Gargano with the steel steps. Comes security out there to help Johnny Gargano escape. And then later on, you would have Gargano talking trash in the parking lot. He would get choked out by Karrion Kross and seemed to almost get run over, but Joe was kind of there to kind of hold Johnny Gargano up so he wouldn't get run over by Karrion Kross. But this seems like this is the way it's going. I'm not sure if they haven't even announced this match to take place at Great American Bash. I don't think it will. I think because they only have the 2-hour show to put together, so I don't think it will to go there. Maybe they'll wait it out, but I'm not sure what they're waiting for. But it's Kross versus Gargano eventually for the NXT Championship.
Yeah, I think it was a great segment. I thought it was fun. Like you said earlier, just to Karrion Kross, if he cuts a shorter promo, it's better. They've been some long ones where he kind of gets lost. He's not that great of a promo to have a long promo. His character shouldn't be about promos. It should be short, sweet, to the point, kick ass, destroy people, bah. That's it. Keep it like that, and it's a good just map for him to run with. Good segment. I love the attacks back and forth. I thought that was great. Like you said, the match probably won't happen next week because I don't have time. That deserves its own certain amount of time. I'm not sure who's the heel and who's the babyface. Is Gargano the babyface? Is Kross the babyface? We don't know going in. I think Gargano might be more the babyface going forward. We'll see. They're gonna have more time to build this feud out. I don't think it's happening next week, like you said. Maybe it'll happen by the next takeover, but the next takeover is in August, or if around SummerSlam. So I don't think it'll be that far away. I think they'll just have to have a nice little random Tuesday and have a good maybe a half hour dedicated to their match. But I'm enjoying it. Just like I said, keep Kross with a smaller, quicker promo.
Yeah, quick and straight to the point. Just like this next match was Roderick Strong with a Diamond Mine taking on Asher Hale. Roderick Strong was aggressive as hell, kept putting pressure on Hale the entire match, which was good from Strong to be aggressive because he lacks the personality, so maybe he can get it out there like in type of that in-ring work, being very aggressive and very physical in the ring. He gets the win, so we'll see how what Diamond Mine does going forward, and if any of the other members like maybe go for the tag team titles or just do tag team matches in general. But good thing for Strong to be aggressive and intimidating like that.
Yeah, I thought it was a good little way to start off the crew from last week. Maybe they'll start building out slowly and surely the other guys. There wasn't much difference from Strong compared to what he was before. I think it's something about I gotta keep my promo short. So if they continue doing that stuff, just don't have him talk a lot. Let Blevins or Bevins, however you say his name, let him do his thing. He's supposed to be this big time manager. Let's see if he has the chops for it. But a good way to come off with their first week of them actually doing something in the ring. We'll see going forward how they build the other two guys and if they add to the group or what this group really ends up becoming.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes going forward. Again, we weren't super excited about Diamond Mine's debut because we felt like it was underwhelming, but we'll see how the group goes going forward. Next,
a lot of people liked it though.
Yeah,
a lot of people did like it, especially in the comments.
Yeah, a lot of people did enjoy, Diamond Mine, but I'm still skeptical about it. Next thing on the show,
Me too.
Cameron Grimes taking on Ari Sterling, and they're having a match together. Obviously, Cameron Grimes has the beef with LA Knight. This match is what it is. Grimes gets the win. LA Knight interrupts afterwards, and LA Knight, basically in the end, LA Knight challenges Grimes to a match at the Great American Bash for that $1 million belt. But if Grimes loses, he becomes the butler of LA Knight going forward, which may be kind of entertaining, to be honest with you, with the way Grimes' character is. It could be an entertaining thing for LA Knight to have him as a butler. So we're kind of hoping that he becomes the butler, kind of, because if not, then it's just the feud is over.
Well, he becomes Virgil, so I think that'd be great.
Yes.
$1 million man is Knight, and then and Grimes as Virgil. I like it. I think that they can make this feud go for a while. I think they can just keep playing with it, keep going with it, and have a big payoff at the end, whatever that takeover is, like SummerSlam weekend or whatever. I think that's a way to do it. This has something that could be very special for both guys and kind of elevate both guys into that next stratosphere. Maybe who knows? Maybe be main event guys on NXT. You don't know. That's how this feud has that type of potential if done right. And I trust the brass at NXT to do it right. So good start. I'm gonna enjoy Grimes as Virgil. I think that's gonna be hysterical, and again, I'm excited to see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, it's gonna be really funny stuff going forward if that ends up happening, which I think it seems like obvious that it will, to continue the feud, to have it go forward, keep it fresh. So next, talk about keeping it fresh. The next thing on the show was Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole in a face-to-face with Samoa Joe in the ring, letting them kind of air their grievances. We've heard it before, but did a pretty solid job of making it seem fresh and well done between the two. A lot of animosity between the two. Obviously, hopefully this is the final matchup in their whole entire feud, because it felt like the last match would have been, but they got this match. So I assume this will be the end of it. They let them brawl for a little bit. And he puts Kyle O'Reilly puts Adam Cole in a leg lock, and Samoa Joe just lets it kind of go down, and then that's pretty much it. But it's solid stuff. So we'll see what the match. It's gonna be a banger of a match. We all know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. This feud's been good. I mean, I know it's been going on for a little bit, a longer time. They've had their matches and they've had their feud go to crazy levels, but I'm enjoying it. The stuff still feels fresh. It still feels good. It still feels important. And throwing in Samoa Joe out there with the security and him not helping Adam Cole, and to that whole thing, I could see Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe in the future. I'm just saying that's a possibility out there, because everyone talks about Joe getting in the ring sooner or later, so it's coming. So I would love to see that match, Joe versus Cole. Mark it down. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it could definitely go down. He's obviously said that he's totally working towards an in-ring return to Samoa Joe, so we could see that. But I think Pete Dunne is more in the works, and then maybe obviously Adam Cole as well. But with that going down, hopefully maybe they're doing this again because their matchup at that takeover, that it was really long. They put a lot of stuff into that match. I think it was just too much stuff going on in that match. Maybe they want to kind of just simplify it down and have a regular match here at Great American Bash. Next thing on the show is an interesting one. It's Jake Atlas and Mercedes Martinez taking on Xia Li and Boa of Tian Sha. They're having their match. It's kind of sloppy. In the end, Xia Li kicks the living hell out of the face of Mercedes Martinez and completely seems to have concussed her completely. She went down.
More pain. What a roundhouse kick. The lights could be out. Into the cover. Shoulders are down. And just...
kind of stiff, boom, hit the ground, hit her face on the floor, on the mat, and, she kind of instinctively kicked out, but they put the big X up, and it was the end for that match going forward, so that was the end of the match there. So we'll see if this derails this entire story, because she seems like she'll be out for a decent amount of time, Mercedes Martinez, because she did get knocked out in this match.
Yeah, this Xia Li stuff and Tala Chow, whatever her name is, I haven't liked it from the get-go. It's just been whack. It's been corny. It hasn't worked. And you're hurting people now and really badly on TV. It's just like, it might be time to put the X on them, because it's just not working. It's the one of the only weak things on NXT. It's kind of reminds me of something that should be on Raw. So that's how bad it is. Yeah,
and then this ending is kind of like, for what the storyline has kind of been, Tian Sha kind of just like, it's been a miss. And that was a missed kick right there, because she hit her way too hard and knocked her out. Hopefully she's okay going forward, but she will miss a decent amount of time, I'm assuming.
For sure.
Next thing we show is a face-to-face between Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher versus in MSK, leading up to their Great American Bash title tag team match. Very good stuff, especially from Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. They came off really, really strong in this promo. I feel like they kind of overshadowed these guys just a tiny bit. because they seem more real than MSK does in terms of the promo they were trying to cut, because MSK tried to match them in intensity. I don't think it was there completely from MSK, because it's not really what they do. In the end, you know, you have kind of Ciampa at the end. He gets hit. Thatcher tries to fight them off, but, you know, Ciampa breaks it up and, like, you know, let's chill. Let's leave it for Great American Bash. And then he would go on to kiss one of the members of, you know, MSK, and then, you know, kind of really disrespect them by doing that. So we'll see this match go forward. It's gonna be a really good match at Great American Bash.
I think Ciampa just looked like more of a badass at the end of this. He got smacked or whatever, but he was like, you know what, we'll save it. Don't worry about it. You got your first shot in. It's all good. You know, I'm gonna get a bunch of that next match. You know, next week. So I'm digging it. I like MSK, but they were kind of like outshined by two guys that are kind of vets, and they just came off better to me. They came off more. They feel so much more realer, and just, you know, like they can really kick your ass, and they for sure legit can. So I just think Ciampa and Thatcher, they should win the belts. I think that would be a great tag team, and we all know Ciampa's a great you know, in-ring guy in a tag team or solo, but he's really a master of the tag team division. So I would love to see Ciampa and Thatcher take those belts, because I think that they can really do some damage with those things.
Yeah, definitely. The next thing on the show was impromptu NXT North American Championship match. Bronson Reed, the champion, taking on Isaiah Swerve Scott with Hit Row in tow. And it was a really good match. The guys really work well together. Isaiah Swerve Scott, newfound, like, just tremendous amount of confidence since Hit Row started. Hit Row would get involved in this match. The Colossal one will kind of destroy all of them and kind of seem like he was going to get the win. But coming in, he gets a 450 splash hit by Isaiah Swerve Scott, and we have a new NXT North American champion. I'm surprised they made the move here to give him a new champion title, move the title to Swerve Scott. They just gave, you know, Bronson Reed the one rivalry with Santos Escobar really quickly, and then he just drops the title to Swerve. I guess Swerve has more momentum going in, and he's a little bit more on the upswing than Bronson Reed. Seems like Bronson flattened out just a tiny bit as soon as he won that title. So they do the swerve, and then they switch the titles here. It's an interesting move. Hit Row is pretty new, so we'll see. I mean, they're probably going to push this team heavy, the faction of Hit Row, and then it started right here with Swerve Scott being new North American champion.
50, Scott into the cover. We got a new North American champion.
Yeah, I felt bad for Bronson Reed. I thought it would have been maybe a little better if all the hodgepodge led to his qualification, where, like, you know, they can keep the feud going a little longer, and he can keep the belt for just a bit longer, because it was a short run, and we've seen it before with the North American Championship, kind of quick switches and stuff like that. That's fine. This match had me a little annoyed. I didn't love the match either, because there was a couple of spots where Scott didn't sell stuff. Like, he got clotheslined to the gates of hell, and he just whatever. He didn't even sell it. So there were some weird spots in this that I didn't like. It was great to see, you know, Bronson Reed basically destroying these guys through, like, the plexiglass and all that stuff. That was cool. But yeah, we're going with Swerve Scott. This Hit Row team, it's been hot. They've done a good job every week of growing and being more badasses and coming off legit. And now they have the title, you know, a title in their grasp, and they're legit. And I can see them, you know, not that I can see them, but, like, they're literally giving them the rocket to go fly into God knows where of a jump. So I'm excited for that. But I definitely feel bad for Bronson Reed not being able to keep it for just a little bit longer, just to have a more of a run, because it took him forever to get there. He had a few chances to become champ, and he finally got it. And for it to end, like a month, maybe 6 weeks later, just kind of feels a little.
Yeah, it just sucks that he just kind of lost it now. And I mean, it's like, either like it or you don't, and I'm kind of indifferent about it. It just kind of sucks for Bronson Reed. But we'll see if they run it back at Great American Bash, because it seems like they're leaving a spot open for a match. I'm just not sure which one it's going to be. Could be a run back of this one, or it could be Kross or Gargano, but I doubt they will do Kross or Gargano without announcing it today on today's episode. But that's our NXT review and reaction to tonight's episode of NXT. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to drop a like on this video, hit the chair in the corner, and sub to the channel. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. I believe AEW Dynamite is back on Wednesday night, so we'll drop our AEW Dynamite review and reaction. Yes, it is.
There's NBA tomorrow, though.
Yeah, I think it's showing up tomorrow night. Yeah, I think so. But, you know, if it's not, you'll see us Friday or Saturday for that one. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, for this one, we're not to the job.
Later, Marks.